Welcome to this video on the respiratory crisis spectrum. We will explore the progression from respiratory distress to failure and, ultimately, arrest. Respiratory compromise follows a predictable path. Early recognition and targeted clinical interventions are essential to improving patient outcomes. The first stage is respiratory distress. This is defined by an increased work of breathing while gas exchange remains preserved. The goal here is to treat the underlying cause and support ventilation. Stage 2 is respiratory failure, where the lungs can no longer maintain adequate oxygenation or ventilation. Signs include profound lethargy and confusion. The goal is to immediately restore gas exchange. The final stage is respiratory arrest, marked by the complete cessation of breathing and an absence of effective ventilation. Immediate rescue breathing and cardiac compressions are required to save the patient. This table compares the clinical stages. Note how gas exchange, breathing effort, and mental status change as the condition moves from distress through failure to arrest. Arterial blood gas analysis provides crucial data. As alveolar ventilation drops, arterial CO2 levels rise. Clinicians must recognize these thresholds, such as hypoxemic or hypercapnic failure, to provide timely support. Effective emergency management follows 4 steps. Assess early, escalate to request aid, support with oxygen and ventilation, and be prepared with necessary equipment. Early intervention is vital. Aggressive action during the initial distress phase can prevent progression into life-threatening failure or arrest, significantly reducing systemic workload. As the core philosophy states, early action saves lives. Be the difference in your clinical practice. Thank you for watching this video. Please share your questions or comments below. Welcome to